Alright, here we have our 84 Suburban. It's a little bit of a project. It's got an older repaint. Paint job is nothing to write home to mom about. It's a dark blue, and they repainted over that really pretty light metallic blue that you'll see on the inside and the door jambs and stuffing. It's like an old school Earl Scheib paint job, government style paint job where you just shoot it and go. Been on there a long time, but the reason I bought this is to pretty much save it and get it to its next owner. I didn't buy it with any intentions to fix it up or anything, but I bought it because it is absolutely arrow straight with a couple little things from the years here and there, and it is 100% rust free. There's a couple little surface rust areas I'll show you under a couple of the doors and near the rear bumper, but this thing, the floor pans, rockers, inside the wheel well lip, the fenders, I mean, this thing is, I like the way it looks on the outside. You just rock and go. So you know, the motor is, it's a 350 truck originally, which is nice to see over the 305, but it runs amazing, always fires up, idle smooth, scoots down the road really quiet, but unfortunately it's getting tired and it's smoking some. So and it is leaking down below. It's dirty down in that area. It's got the 700 R4 trans, so this thing shifts nice. So it's ready for a new transplant, a nice little small block. Throw a 5.3 in it, or if throw some Detroit steel wheels and throw it at the ground with some bags or something would give this thing just a killer look. Or if you're looking for a full restoration or doing a body swap on your baby that's rusted out, you're not going to find a nicer, cleaner, more honest, rust-free square body Suburban than this one right here. So I'm going to go around the front. There's little scrapes, bumps all over this thing. We're just going to kind of go over. You know, it's got this cool, you know, some people, I'm not sure if I'd call this patina as much as I'd call this peeling paint. So to me, the patina has a little bit more of the, you know, surface rusty on the ridge of the hoods and stuff like that. But everybody's rolling with this patina, you know, kind of calling it patina nowadays. One thing real quick I want to say is there's a couple of missing pieces I do have, and you'll see them in the photos that go to the rear barn door. A couple of little missing pieces extra, glove box and stuff, and I have a different grill. So, but again, it's sold as a project. I didn't want to go through and you know, didn't even go through and really clean this thing. Inside's a little bit dirty here and there. It's for the next man or woman to jump on top of, enjoy doing that kind of stuff. This one's just to find it to its next home and save it from where it was at. So come around here, you know, get some crack in here. Grill's blown out. The other grill's pretty fragile too. That's why I didn't really go through, because, you know, somebody might want to do the 91 grill on there. You'll see the peeling paint throughout. Looks like it's had just one repaint. The window's been replaced, which is actually, you know, usually a bummer, but it's actually nice because the seal's been replaced. Go down here, you can see they I mean, they didn't even tape these bad boys off very good. It's chipped over the years. You know, you got little chips here and there, but the pride and joy is, look at the bottom of these things. I mean, just phenomenal. You know, I'm not going to go around and show you all the little scratches and chips. I'm going to show you all the good stuff. And this is this rust-free area. I will show you this, though. It's got a little crease and some touched-up paint of a totally different color. A couple little paint transfer, like from a fence or something, but it didn't crease or dent the quarter panel, and it would come off with goof off. You know, little scrapes here and there. Bumper's a little bit tweaked up. One of those surface rust area places is right under here. I want to show you. It's right here, you know, but it's solid metal. Might not look so hot, but if you look at the other side, it's killer, and then you can see that rust-free little area. That's good metal right there. So, you know, ugly, but actually beautiful at the same time, because you're not going to worry about it. So this, I do have the lock. I do not have the push button part. So you have to open it from the inside. You just pull up on the rod right there. And so I have the access piece too and the screws. So no worries there. You're not going to be hunting parts down except for the door handle itself. But this is the original color, and it's just a phenomenal color too. So you could get away with not even doing the jams and just doing the outside, do a cheap paint job. Headliner's roached, but it's there. Little dome light pieces I almost stolen from myself, but gosh, I couldn't do it. Because it's so original. I mean, it's got original stereo, wheels, caps, all that stuff. I mean, underneath the barn doors. I love the barn doors. I mean, look at that. It's just, I have the spare tire too, and the spare anchor down. So the spare tire I took out so I could show you the inside of here, and the anchor would just rattle me and crazy. But look at these things. I mean, a lot of times those things are just gone or blown out. You know, all your seals need to be replaced, you know, stuff like that. Take you around the driver's side. You know, they didn't tape off back here either, you know. The unleaded decal. Original wheels and caps. Nice little 235s. Look at the rockers. You can take a look at all the photos. You're gonna see all these chips and stuff like that. So, but this one looks like somebody might have replaced it, but it's still not that great. We got chipping all around here. This the way it looks grows on you. It really does. You probably could go through and use the sweet patina sauce if you don't know what that is, or clear coat this thing, and people would just love it. I mean, it's kind of tugging at me to keep it this way. So let's go around. Let's do it correct, and we'll start off on the driver's side. Inside's real original. You know, no door panels, never been off. It appears. You know, when people take the door panels off, because all of them are faded and brittle, they blow the corners out all the time. I mean, these things are always just kind of pushed in and hanging. Look at all your screws have never been messed with. Look at those beauties. Got a little crack right there. Often this is just missing. Look at that, it's still nice and tight. The door windows go down. Assuming they'll go down. I haven't tested limits here, so if this falls off, I'm sorry, guys. I don't think that's ever been open. It's dash pad, you know. Let's be honest, probably needs a new one. But other than that, the dash is sweet because nobody's gotten in here and tore this thing out. The bezel's flawless. It doesn't have that engine turn look of the upgraded one, so that it hasn't gone to hell. The original stereo. Steering wheel's in primo shape, not missing the button. And to be honest with you, the seat's actually in great shape. I mean, it has this, but we're talking, you know, what are we talking? Talking 40 years old. But, you know, you could clean all this. This is shoe marks, you know. But look at the bottom of that door. It's just freaking stellar. Rockers are just... I mean, that's the original paint right there. That's what's so awesome. It's like they repainted the outside, but I'm super stoked they didn't paint the inside because, you know, people would wonder what's underneath there. But this is the original stuff. I just love it. You know, it's a little less faded here. Nice and tight. Let's go for it. Oh yeah, the kids are gonna love it. And this folds up, so I mean, pretty. You know, a couple people could sleep back here. And the paint back here is just flawless. I love it. But the pieces that I say are missing are little pieces that go here and then along the back, the aluminum pieces. Look how nice and clean that is. Oh, I gotta show you the floor pan. Driver's side floor pan. The good thing about the vinyl being all ripped up is you can just get right in there. Look at that. It's just great. But get in there, I'd replace this stuff. This is the worst thing right there. This is dry or nothing like that, but look how nice this. But this stuff holds water like a mother. So it just needs. I'd rip it out and just go nothing. It does that, you know, square body stuff. We got slammed the door a couple times. The hinge isn't blown out or nothing. It's got great body lines, but for whatever reason they do that, and then they drive you insane. So you got to give her a lick. Alright. Oh, let's get crazy and jump up, show you the roof. No sunroof popped in, nice. Aged paint, everything. Never hauled anything up here, which is killer. Well, I can't say that. I haven't been around for 40 years and it's got these things. But it doesn't look like it's everything strapped down here. None of the ribs are messed up. These are soft. It's not dented in or nothing. And that is a nightmare because that will oil can if you dent that roof. And you will spend a ton in a body shop. It'll look minor, but you'll get a hell of a bill. Super clean. Can't remember. So here's the surface rust, and it's, I mean, where's my keys? Oh, the paint's chipped away here. It looks ugly, but it'll sand down nice. If it has that deep sound and you're the key gets stuck. Yeah, the same size condition. A little nicer over here. No, seal's not looking hot. Felt. Oh, this one's a little tight. I'm not sure if I feel ballsy enough. I'm gonna pull her back, but you know, it stays real tight right here. So I'm gonna let the next guy or woman oil that one up. Again, seen better days on the dash pad, but we're all pretty much expecting that. Let's be honest. If you're going to look at a square body, I mean anything actually from the 70s, that's a pretty much an original survivor. Your dash pad's the least of your worries. You know, you're expecting that stuff. Those rockers, this is the stuff that when you get there you freak out about. You know, look at that, the drain holes. Hope you can see them in the photos in the video. They're just perfect. Oh, see, if you bring the kids, they probably won't shut the door enough and it'll drive you insane. Oh, I already showed you that. What am I doing? Let's show you this area. You can see it's that bright orange color. It's because the paint's worn away. Look at that. You can see the silver. I hate to do this, you guys, but gotta show you the good stuff. No problems. Don't think I showed you the other side of this other door. Can't crawl underneath because we won't. I'll probably break the camera. Can't remember if I showed you this side or not. I'll take you under the hood. It's actually, I mean, the interior and the way this drives, it feels like it doesn't have, it probably has like 127,000 original miles, but it's weird that it's blowing smoke. I haven't tried to pull out the PCV and do the old school trick and see if it's just a $3 part causing issues, so I will try that. So if it's just that, I'll let you know. Because looking under here, I mean, it is super tidy. I mean, it's not spotless. You're not gonna be eating anything, let's be honest, but look at this. You got your original tag on the power steering lines. Your jack has never been messed with. It still has this on there. You got dealer marking right there on the firewall. Your air cleaner's never been messed with. No rust. Surface rust, of course, on the wheel wells, and the battery box is still solid, but they're so cheap to replace. Let's do that. Look at that frame. The motor looks pretty good. Down underneath it is oily. It's not as pretty down below. Original 350. I mean, look at these bolts, just haven't been messed with. Look at the inside of that area there. It's just, I mean, I just had to get this thing. I gotta get it to somebody who's gonna love it and do it right. This thing's been sitting like this for too long. I'll be excited to see what somebody does with it. All right, I think that's pretty much it, everybody. So good luck on this beauty. It deserves every bit of it. It's, I mean, 100% rust free. It's nice square body Suburban. So good luck, everybody.